So my microphone isn't working, so I'm recording this on my phone in hopes that it will actually sound decent. So hopefully I don't have to do stupid typing videos because I don't like those. Anyway, so hope you guys enjoyed the video. Hello, my little hunklings. Today I am going to be talking about things. I'm going to be talking about character backstory. I get a lot of questions about on my older videos about why I don't take into account character backstory, and that's because I was a shallow person putting things in at face value. So, as time has gone on, I have learned to look into a story more than to look into a face. Because as humans, we like to judge. And so, in this video, I'm going to be talking about, well, obviously, I'm going to be talking about how it's more important to look into the backstory than it is to just take a character's look at face value. So, when I was a little Tory, there was a bunch of things that I did. I liked to see characters. I thought characters were pretty, and that's all I thought about. But now that I'm older and more wise, by like 1/5 of a fraction or something wiser than I was when I was a little child, you look into backstory. So let's say I have a bright purple character with dark purple eyes, same colored hair, and he's a humanoid figure, and he's got a bunch of dots that make weird shapes on his body. Most people are going to be like, this is a terrible character, what the heck is going on with him? When you just look at him at a face value standpoint, when you're just looking at the outline of the character, when you're just looking at how he looks, you're going to judge him as a really stupid human character. But when you dive into the backstory, you're going to see, oh, he's an alien, and this is actually quite normal for his species, if not quite a little strange because he doesn't have a mouth. But he's still a normal person alien in that regard, and there are more like him, and he's just on a quest to find his missing mouth. Things like that is definitely something to take into account when you're making a character. And I think it's overlooked a lot because we have very short attention spans, and frankly, we just want to be like, oh, it's an ugly character, get it over with, and not read like, oh, so this happened to this person and blah blah blah. We don't want to think about that. We just want to get stupid fucking train. We just want to get everything out of the way. We're very fast-paced people. But when you take a step back and look at the wider angle of the person and their story, if they have one, it adds a lot to the character. Like my newer characters that I'm making, they definitely have a lot more personality and a lot more backstory. I'm not diving into that, but when you look at them, you're like, oh, scary clown, cliched characters, but there's definitely a lot more than meets the eye because, well, I want to make a game about them because it's fun. And frankly, characters should be fun. So if people don't like your characters, then that's okay because you're just doing something for fun. In fact, I've never understood why I thought that characters needed to be a certain way. And I actually do address this quite a bit in my older videos, that in the comments anyway, I'm trying to address that I don't support how I thought, my very linear way of thinking, when character design is a bunch of branches into difference and fun. Character designing should just be fun. And writing a story should just be fun. I can't write. Okay, so here's a thing. I write stories. I like writing. I haven't ever finished a story because I get lazy and, well, I've gotten close. I don't like not having fun. I don't like being forced to do something because I don't think it's fun. And so whenever I write a story, I make it me. I make it fun. Definitely not the norm of storytelling. I like writing about different civilizations, times, different eras, just like most stories, or some stories are caught in the present. Those stories, romance stories, aren't really for me, but I'm not gonna knock somebody for liking a romance story. I can't read them because I find them boring, frankly. But when you're writing a story, or when you have a story, you need to take into account that not everything is for you and not everything is for everyone else. So, definitely just wanted to talk about putting things into perspective of not having such a closed minded idea that I had back then, and just try and be a better person and take the high ground, look at the character, and realize that not everything's for you, and everybody's still growing. Anyway, guys, thank you so much for watching. Hopefully, this audio isn't freaking trash, and I will see you in the next video.